Sports Grill, good food, good drink, and good friends.
When protecting your family is your priority, there's nothing more important than the roof above the people you love. At OnSide Radio, we recommend Chase Roofing and Contracting. At chaseroofing.com, they care about the customer. Chase Roofing provides reliable roof installation and repair without the destruction to our environment. Chase Roofing is powered by Tamara, who is owner and operated for 18 years. Chaseroofing.com is Google top rated and a AAA standing with the Better Business Bureau. Open 24/7. Call them today. Trust chaseroofing.com to fortify and protect what's most important to you, your family.
Hey, what's up? It's Toast. May is here, which means hurricane season right around the corner. You need to get PGT custom windows and doors installed in your house so that you're fully protected when we get a big storm coming on through. For those windows, only one place to call. My buddies at B&T Windows and Doors. They've been doing it in South Florida for decades, and they will set you up with the best of the business. PGT Custom Windows and Doors. 954-233-0126. That's 954-233-0126 for B&T Windows and Doors.
When you're tired of watching the sun damage your furniture or raise your electric bill, it's time to do what we did here at OnSideRadio.com studio. Call a Shade Above Window Fashions in Davie and Sunrise. A Shade Above Window Fashions has a great selection of blackout shades to choose from. We can almost create a complete blackout for your bedroom or media room. Call them at 954-434-4774. That's 954-434-4774. Love the space you live in. A Shade Above Window Fashion.
OnSideRadio.com knows gamers need a home.
Can you dig it?
That's why for the next 60 seconds,
Can you count, suckers?
here's your OnSide Radio E-Report with Kai Chen Chisholm.
One of the most toxic games that you can play as a console player, or even really now on PC as it's becoming more mainstream, has been the Call of Duty franchise. Activision and the slew of other developers that they have there to develop games for their franchise and being that main Call of Duty, the brand that brings people here and there, have officially banned 350,000 accounts for acts of racism and other things that go against their codes of conduct. This is a huge step for Call of Duty, as it is one of the most toxic games that you can play. Environments like an MW2 lobby, or just really anything you can see on Twitter or in games in which you have voice chat and even text chat enabled there on PC, do get pretty dicey. So the fact that Activision are finally stepping up and taking some action here is great to see.
Stay in touch in the world of gaming with the OnSide Radio E-Report. It's time for the fans to take over. OnSideRadio.com presents Miami sports music for the fans. The show dedicated to those who follow South Florida teams with a true passion. Here's your host, Stephen D.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Stephen D, and I am super excited to be with y'all this evening on OnSide Radio, Miami sports music for the fans. We got a great show lined up for you. But as you know, I got to start off with some house cleaning stuff. Number one, I need you guys to go download this episode as soon as it's over, as well as all the other episodes we have on this platform, Miami Sports Music for the Fans. Yesterday, we had the Wizard of Oz himself, Mr. Richmond Webb, was on last night on the show. Absolutely an amazing show, and we're going to have another one tonight, so I'm just as excited for this one. But if you missed any of last night's show, you guys can go to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, wherever you get your podcast from, Podbean. Make sure you guys go download it. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Next thing I need you guys to do, I need you guys to go hit that like button, okay? So please, if you are watching right now on YouTube, hit the like button and share. Share everywhere. Share on social media. Share with your friends. Share with your mom. She wants to see this. You know she does. And then the next thing I need you guys to do is, you see right here, you guys can see this, at Stephen D. SKPL. Spread kindness, positivity, and love, because that's what I'm all about. Make sure you guys go follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Make sure you guys check that out, okay? All right, now, as we always do, we usually start the show with what OnSide's roundtable discussion is for today. Today's Thursday roundtable for OnSide Radio. How should the NHL handle that disgusting hit by the Winnipeg Jets' Mark Sheffield on the Canadiens' Jake Evans, who had been taken off the ice on a stretcher after that empty net goal Wednesday night. I'm gonna be honest with you. You got to look at everything that was there, right? The score, I believe, was 4-3. The game was over. It was an empty net goal, but there was no reason for the shot that guy took. You look at what Mark did, and I have to admit, it was one of the most disgusting things I personally had ever seen in sports. I think personally, NHL needs to make a statement. This is not the first time something like this has happened. It doesn't happen all the time. It happens every few years, but I'm over it. I am a proponent for never taking fighting out of NHL. I want to keep it there. I think it's one of the things I love most about it, right? But that hit last night was a cheap shot by all means. The NHL should fine him the biggest amount they've ever fined anybody, and they should also suspend him the longest they've ever suspended anybody in the NHL's history. You have to make an example out of that, because if you do not, it will happen again. That cannot be something that is practiced on the ice or with players at all. And it was disgusting. It really was. And it was hard to watch. And, there was another Winnipeg Jets player. I can't think of his name. But he was holding all the players back from making sure that the Canadian who got hit, Jake Evans, was not touched, because he was laid out. He was knocked out. So shout out to that Winnipeg Jet. If you know who it is, tag me. I can't remember who it was, but you saw the worst of sportsmanship and the best of sportsmanship all in that little 2 minutes that occurred. So NHL, especially because they did nothing with Tom Wilson earlier this year, less than a month ago, I think. NHL better come down hard on Mark. I mean, hard. He doesn't need to be playing in this playoffs ever anymore this year, and I think they should make a statement by even going into next year. So I want to see the biggest fine and the biggest suspension ever from the NHL. Do I think that's going to happen? Probably not, but I can hope and wish, right? All right, without further ado, let's have some fun. The guest that I have on today, I just was recently introduced to by a very good friend. And it's been something that I've truly enjoyed. The gentleman I have on is, if you go to Instagram, his Instagram is @NotTheBestDrawings. And these are his drawings. If you're looking on YouTube right now, they're absolutely phenomenal. I mean, some of the best work I have ever seen, and it's original. And that's what I love about it. I want to see originality. And so it's been really, really cool to kind of go into his drawings and see a little bit of his work. And the best part is, guys, he's a Dolphins fan. Come on now. You can't get much better than that. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to bring on Zachariah from Not the Best Drawings. What's up, man? How are you?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Dude, I am
pleasure being on here.
I'm super excited that you're on, man. I am super stoked that you're on. I've never had anybody on like you yet, which makes you one of a kind and original. But the other thing that I'm excited about too is this is totally different. So if you've never watched the show, if you're not familiar with the show, what we do is we kind of we go back in time. Now you're a little young, so going back might not be as far back, but Back to the Future. You've seen that. You've heard that movie, right? Sure. Okay. Sure. All right. So we get in the DeLorean here, figuratively speaking. We hit 88 miles an hour, and we go back. And this time, since I'm the oldest, I'll be Doc Brown, and you'll be Marty McFly.
Sounds
and that's
good,
how
man.
We'll make it happen, man. Because I really want to get into the drawings, and I really want to get into that, but I want to start from the beginning as you as a fan. So let's get in the time machine, and let's go back. So if you're looking at yourself from the beginning, when was the first time you can remember liking the Dolphins or falling in love with the Dolphins? Where are you originally from? I want to know all this. How did it start from the beginning?
Okay, so I'm originally from New Mexico, and I was a Dolphins fan, growing up. My dad's from Miami. He was there during the 72 season. He went to all the home games and everything, so he got to see the parade in the street and everything, and that's what gave him the love for Miami. And then he eventually wound up in New Mexico, had me, and I was raised with a Zach Thomas jersey on. That's actually who I'm named after,
Really?
Yeah,
Shout out to your dad.
Yeah, he gave it a biblical twist just in case Zach Thomas ended up being like a Ray Lewis or something like that. He was like, you can't really.
Hey, we like Ray. We like our Ray Lewis down here in Miami.
I love Ray Lewis.
Okay,
that's around the time I was born was the time that the controversy
that whole situation was going on.
So,
I get where your dad was coming from.
I believe Ray's innocent, but anyways, yeah,
I didn't say nothing.
I grew up with a Zach Thomas jersey on, and the first time I really remember, following him was the 2008 season. Right after the 1-15 season, we get the Wildcat. Ronnie Brown's probably one of my favorite players ever because he's like who really made me fall in love with the game and fall in love with Miami. After watching that season, I'm like, man, I love football. We're going to win the division all the time and all this stuff. And then it just kind of went down.
And then you realize you're a Dolphins fan. Yeah. That doesn't happen, bro.
Exactly. But I'm really appreciative of the hard times that, we've been through the last 20 years because, whenever we get to the Super Bowl, it's just going to be like way more enjoyable than a Patriots fan or anything who's been like.
So did you get picked on or anything as living in New Mexico? Come
on, 100%.
It's not that they could say anything. They have the Cardinals who sucked for many years too.
Yeah, most were Cowboys or Broncos fans, and then there was a couple of Cardinals fans here and there. But New Mexico is very there's not a sports team or a NFL team in there, so it's very a mixing pot. Steelers fans, that kind of stuff.
I felt like the closest team that would be there would be the Arizona Cardinals, and I guess
it is the closest. It's just they don't have too many fans, So
I don't know anything about that. I'm a Dolphins fan, and we're everywhere, bro. Yeah, so I am super excited about that.
Out
in
New Mexico, yeah.
So, what is the first game you remember watching, like on TV?
I remember watching the Dolphins Jets, like the last game of the season, I believe it was, when we clinched the division. And then I remember watching the playoff game against the Ravens, where we just got
destroyed.
Yeah, like every time we play the Ravens,
I tell people all the time, and I know people are going to kill me in the chat box. By the way, shout out to everybody in the chat room today. Our chat room's going crazy. Pretty excited to see that. My very first game was 62-7. And you might not be old enough to remember what that
Jags.
The Jags, man. Yep. And so that's the first game that I can remember. Now, I know I was a Dolphins fan way before then.
Mm-hmm.
But the first game that I can remember, I remember watching a playoff game with my dad to a certain extent as a little kid. It was like the Raiders or the Chargers or something like that. But I don't remember the game. The first game that I can truly remember was the 62-7. Mm. And
that's kind of how I am. I remember I was a fan. The first game I just remembered was I believe it was the first game of the 2008 season when we played the Falcons. Maybe not. I don't know. I remember the Falcons. That was probably the first game I remember just because and Anthony Fasano had a crazy catch like with his leg or something like that.
Fasano, shout out to Anthony Fasano.
Yeah, I love Fasano.
I loved him when he was here.
Lambeau leap.
Yes.
Yes.
Got him. So you remember that? That's awesome. So, you didn't know about Marino though, but I guess you knew the legend of Marino.
Yeah, I believe I was born right when he retired. I was born in 2000.
So who was the first quarterback that you can remember being on the team?
Chad Pennington.
Okay. Hey,
I love Chad.
I'm about to say that's a good quarterback to remember. There haven't been many great ones over the last 20 years, but that's a good one. I did enjoy his time here. That was a good team. So you remember Ricky and Ronnie.
Yeah, Ronnie, Ricky,
shout out to Ricky.
Wildcat.
You guys can't see my jersey today, but I am wearing the orange Ricky jersey today.
Yeah, man, that 11-5 team I played with in so many times in Madden, so I remember that team a lot. Devontae Best, all those guys.
Devontae Best was, oh my God, I loved him. I thought he was going to be so. It really hurt me that he didn't have the career that I was hoping he was going to have, but I remember being such a big Devontae Best fan, and then Jared Odrick, and some of those teams. I remember that Mike Pouncey. I went to the NFL draft, and my very first thing I ever went to was, I think, the year that Tannehill got drafted. It was the year Tannehill got drafted. So I had won, Buffalo Wild Wings. You've heard Buffalo Wild Wings before. So I won this competition. Buffalo Wild Wings at my local Buffalo Wild Wings every Monday night had this thing called Best Seat in the House. And so every week you would win dinner for 8, a limo ride to Buffalo Wild Wings to the following Monday night game. So
That's crazy.
I won one. And then at the end of the year, they take 17 winners or 16 winners, whatever it was, and they put you in this drawing. And basically they take out people, and it's like small little prizes. And the top 3 prizes are a big reclining chair, which was the Ravens, because I live up here in Baltimore, so I didn't want that at all.
Mm-hmm.
The second one was like a Super Bowl party for you with like $1,000 tab and 10 friends. Wanted that. I would have been okay with that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And then the third one was you and one person an all expenses trip to the NFL draft with VIP seating. So that was when they were still doing it up in New York. So we went up to New York with I took my wife, and it was absolutely amazing. And I got to see it. And then 2 years later, my buddy won, and I went up with him. And when I went up with him, I think that's the time Tannehill got drafted, because we got to have a first-round VIP. It was 15 of us in the room, and it was Fred Taylor, the running back of the Jaguars, and God, who was the other guy that was with us? Oh, Terrell Davis, the running back from the Broncos. Yeah. And so we're watching the first round of the draft in like this room. And Terrell Davis is talking about, I was blind in the Super Bowl. I couldn't see anything. Like he was like his headaches. Like he got hit so hard that during the Super Bowl that they won that he could not see, and that he literally did that. And Elway knew it. So Elway knew he had to like physically put the ball in his hand, and all he had to do was just run forward.
That's crazy.
He couldn't see the game. He said he couldn't see half the game. And so that was wild.
They won the Super Bowl, right? They did.
Okay. And it's hearing stories like that is just absolutely amazing. And I love it. And it's so cool that, your first teams were like Odrick and Pennington. And so, some of those players. So you get the history of disappointment at least.
Oh, 100%, man. 100%.
That's the big deal. That is the big deal. All right, we're coming up on the first break. I want to remind everybody, Miami Sports Music, we have this wonderful afternoon show that's dedicated to you, the fans, from 6 to 7 p.m. exclusively here on OnSide Radio. Every day we sit down with the fans, just like my man Zachariah here, and we talk South Florida sports. It could be the Panthers, it can be the Heat, it can be the Hurricanes, it can be the Dolphins, the greatest football team. I talk with them about growing up with their favorite team and how they become such an integral part of the fan base today. And because Miami Sports Music is made for the fans by the fans. If you've missed any of the shows and want to listen to them, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you can find podcasts. But I want to remind you guys, we're also looking for new people to interview. So if you are interested in being interviewed and coming onto the show and telling me your story about being a diehard fan, then I want you to email me at VP, that's V as in Victor, P as in Paul, Miami Sports Music, all one word, VP Miami Sports Music at gmail.com. And I want you to, give me your contact info, and I'll get out and we'll get in touch with you and we'll try to set something up, because this show is for you, the fans. That's why it's called Miami Sports Music for the fans, right here on OnSide Radio.
You're listening to the home for South Florida sports fans. OnSideRadio.com. Stephen D and Miami Sports Music for the fans returns in just a few minutes. Get off the bench. Dial 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623. This is Miami Sports Music.
I'm Ryan Seacrest. First responders are people who stand for a greater purpose. They will be there for you when nobody else is, to help you, your family, your community. This is their selfless promise. This is their sworn duty, to protect, to serve, to help. They put themselves in harm's way for us. They come to the rescue at times when we need them most. First responders are making enormous personal sacrifices to keep showing up for us and fighting the good fight. Nearly 70% of all firefighters are volunteers. That means when they get injured or quarantined, they may not have a way to pay their rent or keep their family safe and fed. No matter who you are or where you live, when you call 911 and ask for help, first responders show up. Now, let's show up for the people who show up for us every day and every night.
Go to firstrcf.org and make a difference today.
When you want a perfectly straight smile without braces, you can count on MoodyAssDental.com. A stunning smile is within reach. Learn more about Invisalign. Find out why so many trust the Moody Ass family. Dr. Moody Ass is an inventor and has several patents on innovative surgical instruments that are used around the world. Experience a family environment and trust on a worldwide level. From implants to crowns to a beautiful Invisalign smile. Call 305-821-0231. That's 305-821-0231. Or go to the website at MoodyAssDental.com.
He has an overbite that makes him look like a cartoon character, a slightly crooked eye, and an uncommonly wrinkly neck. In the right light, he can look a little like a garden gnome, and he'll wear a bow tie just because. Sure, you might call him a little quirky, but that's exactly what makes him so perfect. Tuna is a 3-year-old Chihuahua Dachshund mix with more than 700,000 followers on Instagram, and it all started because he was adopted. You can't buy a best friend like Tuna, but you can adopt one. Help us save them all at bestfriends.org.
This Inter Miami CF Minute is brought to you by Stout Bar and Grill in Oakland Park. With over 40 TVs, Stout is the home for soccer around the world and a great place to watch Inter Miami CF. Stout features Clonakilty whiskeys, the world's best Irish whiskey.
Inter Miami and the MLS are currently in a 3-week international break and is set to return on June 19th. Inter Miami will take on DC United yet again, but during this break, some players are being called up, like Jovan Jones, to the Trinidad national team, and some players are also taking a rest. As it stands right now, Miami is currently 2-2-4 in the Eastern Conference. That gives them 8 points, and it puts them on 11th place in the East, while last year they were 1-1-6 at this time. So you have seen a slight improvement despite the terrible performances. Let's see if they can pick it up after the break comes back.
Keep up with the latest on La Rosa Negra by subscribing on most platforms. Search OnSide Radio. Welcome back to Miami Sports Music for the Fans. To talk to Stephen D, dial 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623. To reach out on the text line, it's 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123. Here's Stephen D on your home for South Florida sports fans around the world. OnSideRadio.com.
What is going on? It is your boy, Stephen D. Super excited to be hanging out with you this evening. I have Mr. Zachariah Bush from at Not the Best Drawings on this evening. You guys want to know what I'm talking about, you guys can go check out my man's drawings, as you guys can see in the picture here, at Not the Best Drawings. You can find him on Instagram, so make sure you guys go check out my main man there, Zach. All right, man. So let's kind of get back into it. I'm super excited you're here, by the way, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. I love the cartoon drawing you got behind you, bro.
Oh, this?
Yeah, that's sick.
This is Finn Evil. This is Brandon, the guy who helped get us in touch with each other.
Uh-huh.
This is his dad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's kind of like my style, man. I like that. Yeah, look at that. I like that. That's sick.
I love it, man. I love it. Shout out to Finn Evil. Shout out to TPP, the positive.
Yeah,
porpoise.
shout out to Brandon, man.
Yeah, the positive porpoise is absolute. Oh my God, the positive porpoises.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys don't know what the positive porpoise is, you're missing out. Go check them out on Facebook. It's a wonderful, amazing charity. What Danny Johnson and Matt and Keith and all them do, and Brandon is like no other. They're absolutely amazing. Go check them out at the positive porpoise. All right, now. Back to where we are, my guy. Let's talk. Where did the drawing start coming in for you? Were you a little kid and you just drawing, or did that come later on down the road, more into high school or stuff like that?
No, I've always been like an artistic kind of kid. Obviously not the best. I like to just doodle and do that kind of stuff. My dad, he used to do t-shirt designs and t-shirt drawings. So I think I just naturally got it from him. And, growing up just in school, I'd be drawing the teacher and that kind of stuff. So it wasn't till high school when I started to draw like football related stuff. I took 2 art classes and was able to draw some really cool art just on paper And then when I was going to college, I needed to get a laptop. My buddy Dakota told me to get a Surface Book in case I wanted to do like digital artwork, because it can, you could take the screen off. It's a tablet and you can like draw on it or whatever. So I just started doing digital drawings. Needed a place to put my artwork, so I just posted on Instagram, and that was just going to be kind of a low-key file place for me to have. And then it kind of just blew up. We had a lot of people started seeing it, liking it, sharing it, and I started tagging players and that kind of stuff, and it became a little
blew up from there.
Thing. Yeah,
it
exactly.
Blew up from there. So, tell me about, like, I really want to get into detail. Mm-hmm. So when you first started drawing as a young, like, when did you like start to take stock that I can combine my football love and my Dolphins love with this? When did you start realizing that you had a little bit of skill, man? Like you could do this?
I'd say high school, but it was always just a little side hobby kind of thing. It was never anything serious for me until 2 years ago when Albert Wilson hit me up for this design to put on merch. And that's when it was like, wow. Like,
stand up. Let me see that. Can you get in that? Let me see
for
that,
sure.
Guy.
For sure.
Oh, my God, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, I really love it. This was just a fun little like doodle I did on my computer, posted on Instagram, and then tagged him. He liked it, commented, and then a few weeks later hit me up to buy it. So
I had this Rob G, who's a big supporter of Miami Sports Music morning show. He said, "Yo, Zach, you got to give Bowden some art lessons, bro."
No, I want him to come on to the Not the Best Drawings and do some of his art, man. I loved his tattoo,
dude. You know what's funny? We talked about it the other day or yesterday on the morning show, and it was really, really cool because what I realized is it was a passion, right? Like I started doing some research and everybody wants to clown it, and it's easy to clown it and we can make the joke, right? It's funny, but like he was like that's what he likes. So I tell people all the time, you don't have to be good at a passion. You could just like doing something and do it to the best of your ability. Mm-hmm. And that's why I like the name for you, Not the Best Drawing. So how did that name come about?
Well, again, it was just an Instagram I was going to put all my drawings on just in case I wanted to delete like files off my computer. So I just titled it Not the Best Drawings because, I know so many people that are just so talented, and it's like, I'm not the best drawings, but they're all right. And so,
dude,
not the best
dope.
Drawings. And
they're
it was
really
like,
awesome.
I like the name. It's funny, kind of.
It is definitely a great play on words. Chef Ju, he says, "Yo, you got to make a shirt with 2 on it." Chef Ju, you just did a great segue for me, my guy, because look at that guy right there.
Yeah,
That's
man, I actually do have a Tua shirt available on Teespring, and it's in this kind of style. I'll have to. I don't know.
No, dude, go ahead and promote, bro.
It's Teespring, Not the Best Drawings. Yeah, Teespring, Not the Best Drawings. If you go to my Instagram, the link is in my bio, and it's a Tua design of this kind of style, this caricature with a big head and that kind of stuff. I really liked it. I thought it turned out really nice. And I also have like a Jalen Waddle one I just added. I have a Fitzpatrick one. So
I'm going to show. I know I got a few of them up here. Hey, Brandon, if you're listening right now in the chat box, if you could put the link to Zach's, what is it?
Teespring.com.
Teespring.com.
Not the Best Drawings or whatever.
Not the Best Drawing. If you could put the link for that in the chat box on YouTube, that way all my people can get to it. Guys, go out and support them. We have a great support group here at Miami Sports Music and OnSide Radio, and I know that you will get a lot of. Hopefully, we get you a lot of shirts because
appreciate it, man.
It's good stuff, man. All right, so how did the players start coming, into it? Because looking at it, like some of this, like number one, this is insane.
Thanks, man.
Miami Sports Music is turnover chain, solo turnover chain.
I've always loved that. I'm not a Miami Hurricane fan. I don't have any problems with them. I go to UCF, so I'm a go Knights, charge on kind of guy. But I loved the Hurricane or the turnover chain like ever since it was announced or ever since it came out or whatever. I always loved the idea of it. And I was like, man, it originated in Miami. I think we should keep it in Miami, put it in to the Dolphins,
Dude, so your mouth to God's ears. I would love for Jalen Phillips next year.
It'd be Xavier Howard's, man. That man would have it on every game like 3 times a game.
Dude. It would be epic. It would be
Yeah.
so epic. So, like, when did players start? Like, give me your first time a player reached out to you.
I think it was Albert Wilson. Albert Wilson was the first time in terms of drawings. I've talked to Kalen Balaj. I just messaged him saying welcome to Miami. He replied like thanks so much. But then I didn't talk to a player until Albert Wilson hit me up, and it was one of my first drawings. It's on Instagram, and it's literally like this. He messaged me about it, said it was really dope and stuff, and then a few weeks later messaged me asking like, how much, and let me put on merch. And I was like, dude, definitely. So it actually, I think the profits went to like his children's foundation. Albert Wilson has a children's foundation. So I didn't charge him anything. I just, gave him the design, went and met him at one of his events. It was really cool. He has a really good staff around him.
Dude, Albert Wilson is absolutely amazing. I've heard nothing but good things.
Mm-hmm. I love Albert Wilson.
Little side note, some inside info. There might be, nothing's official yet, but there might be some work between him and the TPP team. So keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully that happens, because I would love to see TPP and Albert Wilson link up. That would be so awesome if that happens.
I can definitely see it. Albert's all about like charity work. So
yeah. And I know that they're working behind the scenes to make that awesome. Brandon says, I love Jamal from his manager for his foundation. Great dude.
Yep, Jamal's great.
Yeah,
he's helped me out. He's from UCF too. So he's helped me out in a lot of different assignments and that kind of stuff for networking. I'm a business student. I'm actually a marketing student. So
what do you
we have a lot
do?
of well, the dream would actually be to work for the Dolphins. I actually have a content internship where I'm helping with UCF's athletic social media, and they do a fantastic job. Our department's like state of the art. Everyone really takes it serious because they know that social media has so much potential in terms of creating fans and maintaining fans and that kind of stuff. And a lot of different franchises like the Dolphins are starting to realize that and expand. So I'm hoping that, I graduate in a year, and the dream would be to just right after graduation walk into the Dolphins, because I have a few connections with some of the people in Miami, like who work for the Dolphins. So that'd be the dream,
Hey, look, I definitely want that to happen for you, and
yeah, man,
it's all about speaking it into existence. So it's
exactly.
Hey, look, we're coming up on the next break. When we come back, I want you to talk a little bit more about UCF, and then I want to talk about these drawings a little bit more in detail. Okay, so
yes, sir. Sounds
what
good.
I want to remind everybody while we're watching is you can catch a South Florida staple every afternoon as my man Alex Dunno hosts the Man of the Match from 3 to 6 p.m. Dunno covers everything from football to MMA. Tune into one of the most complete sports shows in the country with the Man of the Match with Alex Dunno from 3 to 6 p.m. exclusively on OnSide Radio.
You're listening to Miami sports music for the fans. To reach out to Stephen D, dial 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623. Miami sports music for the fans. The only show truly dedicated to the Miami fans.
If you're looking for a change from the everyday restaurant, then you need to get to Checkers Old Munchin German Restaurant in Pompano Beach. Brats, Wiener Schnitzel, homemade potato pancakes, pretzels with mustard, and lots of German beer. And with daily specials, there is something for everyone. If you're up for a challenge, you should take their famous boot tour. Finish 30 boots of different varieties of German beer, and you'll receive half price on their beer for life. And you'll get to take home your own boot and Checkers Old Munchin t-shirt. They also have outdoor seating available in their new beer garden with live music, as well as carry-out, curbside pickup, and delivery. So, for the finest German food and beer, get over to 2209 East Atlantic Boulevard in Pompano Beach. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Checkers Old Munchin Restaurant, or call them for reservations at 954-785-7565. That's 954-785-7565. We'll see you at Zagat Rated Checkers Old Munchin German Restaurant in Pompano Beach.
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater. than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
When you're looking to add that extra style and protection for your home or business, visit A Shade Above Window Fashions in Davie or Sunrise, where plantation shutters are a major part of our business, and they look great in any home. We have them in white, stained colors, and wood tones. We can even motorize your shutters like the one in the OnSideRadio.com studio. A Shade Above Window Fashions, 954-434-4774. That's 954-434-4774. Love the space you live in. A Shade Above Window Fashions.
WLESPN. We've got all your sports.
We're live and local.
If you wake up early enough.
You're so bad, honey.
Tune us in. As long as you're not under a bridge.
Or under any power line.
Ain't it awful? South Florida's choice for sports talk. OnSideRadio.com.
When protecting your family is your priority, there's nothing more important than the roof above the people you love. At OnSide Radio, we recommend Chase Roofing and Contracting. At ChaseRoofing.com, they care about the customer. Chase Roofing provides reliable roof installation and repair without the destruction to our environment. Chase Roofing is powered by Tamara, who is owner and operated for 18 years. ChaseRoofing.com is Google top rated and a AAA standing with the Better Business Bureau. Open 24/7. Call them today. Trust ChaseRoofing.com to fortify and protect what's most important to you, your family.
Keeping you informed in the world of sports. With an OnSideRadio.com sports update.
The Toronto Blue Jays used a 3-run ninth inning to come back and beat the Miami Marlins 6-5 last night. Yimi Garcia got the loss and the blown save. The Fish head to Pittsburgh for a 4-game series against the Pirates. Eliezer Hernandez will get the start and make his debut for the 2021 season. The Philadelphia 76ers moved on to the second round of the playoffs with a 129-112 victory over the Wizards. Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks took a bow and eliminated the New York Knicks with a 103-89 win. The Dallas Mavericks took a 3-2 lead in their series with the LA Clippers after a 105-100 win last night. Tonight, the Denver Nuggets look to close out the Trailblazers. Tip-off is at 8, and at 10:30, the Phoenix Suns look to eliminate the defending champion LA Lakers. Duke University announced yesterday Coach K will retire after 41 seasons and 5 championships at the end of the 2021-2022 season. You are listening to the only locally owned South Florida sports talk station, OnSideRadio.com.
Welcome back to Miami Sports Music for the Fans. To reach out to Stephen D, send a text to 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123. Here's the man connecting with Miami sports fans worldwide, Stephen D.
What is going on? It is your boy, Stephen D. Super excited to be hanging out with you all here today. And I have an amazing guest on, my man, Zach from Zachariah Bush from Not the Best Drawings. It is absolutely awesome. I want to give a couple of big shout outs. We just had my man, Alex Aguirre, do his Marlins update. And I want to remind everybody, Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m., baseballs can go deep into the count with my man, Alex. Cash the show that talks Marlins and all the big stories in the major leagues. Every Saturday from 1 to 2, Seamheads have a new home. Listen to Deep Into the Count exclusively on OnSide Radio. Make sure you guys check out my man. He's awesome. Number 2, we got people that are watching, Zach, and you want to know how cool we are? People are watching from their Tesla.
Hey, look at that, man.
That's pretty dope, right?
That is crazy.
See, that's what we do, man. We do big things, man. I love it. I love when you guys show me these pictures of you guys watching on your screens. It definitely makes me feel pretty cool. Like you guys are watching from everywhere, whether you're hanging out at work, at home, it doesn't matter. So that's pretty cool.
That's the first time I've been in a Tesla. Let's go.
I know, right? Me too.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. All right, man. Let's kind of let's go back a little bit. So you're going to UCF.
Yes, sir.
What's it? You got one more year.
Yes, sir.
What is it like there? I mean, they got a pretty good football team. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about life. Tell me life on campus, man. Go ahead and say that again for those in the back who didn't hear it.
Hey, 2017 national champions, UCF.
Hey,
the campus is great, though. It's I think one of the top 3 biggest campuses in the nation. I think we're up to 72,000 enrolled students. It's just a land of opportunities, and I was able to fit right in and get into the content with UCF Athletics. And I've done a lot of designs for their social media. So if you want to check out UCF football, UCF Knights, you can see some of my drawings on there. And it's just been a lot of fun. It's allowed me to learn a lot in terms of design and that kind of stuff. And if you look through my Instagram, you can see a little bit of progress being made from the very first one to the last one, which was the Jalen Phillips design. And yeah, hopefully it just keeps getting better, you know?
Dude, this thing is so dope, man.
Yeah,
I love it.
I appreciate that.
And then, you know, a couple of other ones. Jalen Waddle.
Mm-hmm.
Waddle House, you made this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dude, this has been all over social media, bro.
Yeah, I love that one. Waddle, you know, that's what I used to call Waddle is Waffle. Jalen Waffle. It just sounded, I think someone accidentally said that and it just stuck with me. Jalen Waffle.
Had he reached out to you about this yet?
No, I think one of his former teachers said something about it. She said, like, that doesn't look like Jalen at all. And I'm like, hey, I just went off pictures. So I
tell the haters to stop hating.
I know, right? Yeah.
Oh man, tell them to stop hating. I love it, man. This is my favorite one.
Yeah, man. That first game just annoyed me so much. We had so many opportunities to win, and Cam Newton, I'm not a big fan of him. So I was really looking forward to that.
Speak the truth, man.
I was really looking for that rematch. So I came up with that design, and Raekwon Davis actually liked that one. So I liked that was fun to see.
I like it.
Will Fuller, I was very happy that we finally signed a receiver in free agency. That was when we had a little bit of a hiatus. So that one I think is my best like face drawing. It came out pretty nice. Yeah,
I like it. And then this guy,
Van Ginkel. I love.
Dude,
Van
this is
Ginkel,
like the most favorite player on the Dolphins right now.
Oh yeah, everyone loves Van Ginkel. He's gonna be a legend. I feel like if we win a Super Bowl with this like current setup we got going in a few years, Van Ginkel will be one of those key pieces. I
hope and pray that he is. I see Zach Thomas.
Oh yeah,
all over him.
Oh yeah.
Because it is definitely awesome. Herman Sueva says Zach should open a Twitter account ASAP.
Yeah.
You heard that?
Yeah,
the fans are screaming for you to do it, man.
Oh man, I just have never been a big Twitter guy. I've tried once or twice.
What? The fans have spoken.
And I think I do need to go on Twitter. Yeah. Twitter community can be kind of toxic, I hear, though. So
so can Instagram.
Yeah, I mean any social media. What about Xavier Howard one?
This is my favorite one, bro. I love this. Like so how do you make this? This is all digital, right?
Mm-hmm.
So tell me about that process.
It's such a basic process, man. I have, like I said, the Surface Book 2, and it came with a drawing app already installed. Like I don't really use any crazy application. I just go to Google, type in like white screen, blow it up, and then just start drawing. But then some things like I'll go into Paint 3D and like put the words The Incredible X-Man, that kind of stuff.
I need this on a shirt. Do you have this on a shirt? This is the one.
I do. I have it on Teespring. I can get you a promo code so it's as cheap as possible. On my Teespring, I make all my stuff super cheap where I'm barely profiting anything, but it's just like Teespring doesn't have the best quality, so it's like I don't want to charge fans crazy amounts so that I'm profiting. It's like.
Well, I don't know if you know this or not, but we got some pretty cool people over here at Miami Sports Music. We need to talk behind closed doors because
we
might be able to help out with that. And if you're looking at this right here, I put the link in for now for OnSide Radio or on OnSide Radio's YouTube. I put the link in the chat for Not the Best Drawing and the link right to his store because hey man, we want to support. And I think it's awesome, man.
One thing actually that I'm currently doing is I just got a job at a screen printer, which is t-shirt printing, this for the summer. And he actually introduced me to Corel drawing, which is now a new program that I can use to make my drawings a little better. Like the Jalen Phillips one was the first one I did the Corel drawing post edit kind of thing. I still did my typical drawing just on the basic app, and then went into there and kind of made it a little fancier. So
Tell me about this.
oh man, the Pro Bowl's in Orlando, and that's a perk of going to UCF is you get these cool events. And it was a dream, man, because I was like 11 when he got drafted, and I literally was such a huge Tannehill fan. And it's like I always wanted to meet him, and he finally came to Orlando. He was on the Titans. That was the Pro Bowl, obviously, and I had my Tannehill jersey. I put it over the side, and he automatically came running up to say what's up and show love. And he took a picture. He was a really cool dude. He signed the jersey. So I love Tannehill. Love that he's like succeeding in the lead. I was always a firm believer in him, and he's showing that he can compete. So,
dude, he is really, really awesome. I love everything that he does. I wanted to bring this up.
The Tebow.
The Tebow one.
Yes, sir. I'm not a Gator fan whatsoever. The Florida Gators, I'm not a fan of. But Tim Tebow, I've always just loved. And I'm rooting for him. I think he has the athletic ability to do pretty good with. Oh, now you got it going. There you go,
dude. Hey, bro, what's up with this, man?
That's a former UCF.
I gotta call you out, bro.
Hey. That's a former UCF player, and that was actually drawn in case they won the AFC Championship. The football was actually the AFC Championship trophy. We were going to post it on UCF, football, but they lost, so I just kind of edited it up a little bit.
The Super Bowl one's pretty dope too.
Thank you. Yeah, I came up with that and just drew it up.
It's really good, and I just is this the Monstars?
Yes, sir.
As Dolphins?
Yes, sir.
I love that the Miami Monstar defense. I love that, bro.
That's when they were heating up. We got to change two of them. Yeah, two of them now. But
you got to update it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, I love this.
You like that one? I went to that game.
Football, you got Gardner Minshew and Fitzpatrick.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I went to that game, and that was so much fun. Even with like limited capacity, it was still a blast.
What else we got here, man? The Miami Miracle.
Mm-hmm.
I have that picture right up here, bro.
A fan actually paid me to draw that. He wanted it for like next to one of his jerseys, and so yeah.
Bro, that game was hands down.
Man. Were you there for it? Like, were you?
I was. So,
I'm so
all right.
jealous,
So, all right, let me tell you this. Let me take this off the screen for a second.
Uh-huh.
So, I had gotten season tickets. It was my first year as a season ticket holder, and again, I live up here in Baltimore, and so, my wife and I decided that hey, we have a little bit of the money. Let's go do this. Let's go be season ticket holders and enjoy. And so that particular year was absolutely amazing because I think we lost one home game that year, and that was
it the Lions?
Was the Lions, and
that's the game I went to. Of course,
that's the game I wasn't at. So it's all your fault.
Yeah, dude. Every time I go to a Dolphins game in Miami, we lose. I just cannot.
You can't say that stuff out loud. The fans they're going to get you, bro.
I've been to like 5 of them. They always lose. It sucks.
Dude, we got to get you coming with us. We're the good luck. We'll be able to take all that
I am so
hot shot off you. We'll
I plan on going to the Dolphins Giants because my roommate's a huge Giants fan. So.
Oh man. Well, look, man, we're definitely going to make that happen and be able to take care of you. And
yes, sir.
We're going to make it happen. All right, we're coming up on the last break. When we come back, we're just going to wrap things up for you. This has been absolutely an amazing show. I'm so glad.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. This is so much fun.
It is, man. That's what we try to do. I want to remind everybody tonight from 7 to 9 p.m. you can catch Fight Night with my man Alex Dunno and James Walker. It's the show dedicated to combat sports from UFC to boxing to bare knuckle brawling. Alex and James provides combat sport fans the insight and interviews they crave. Tune in every Thursday night from 7 to 9 p.m. for Fight Night with Alex Dunno and James Walker. Search and subscribe to the podcast by searching Fight Night on the home of combat sports, OnSideRadio.com.
You're listening to Miami Sports Music for the Fans. To reach out to Stephen D, dial 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623. Miami Sports Music for the Fans. The only show truly dedicated to the Miami fans.
Now that it's springtime, it's only getting hotter here in South Florida. Make sure your AC in your home or business is running smoothly by investing in a preventative maintenance plan from M&S Air Conditioning. And M&S is a Mitsubishi Diamond Elite contractor. When you purchase a new Mitsubishi electric mini split system, you'll get a 12-year warranty. Or install a high-efficiency polarized air filter in your AC unit that captures and destroys biological contaminants to improve air quality. M&S Air Conditioning have been providing prompt, honest, and reliable service for over 30 years. Schedule service or call to get more info on our preventative maintenance plans. Call 954-421-3680 or visit ac-florida.com.
WLESPN. We've got all your sports.
We're live and local.
If you wake up early enough.
You're so bad, honey.
Tune us in. As long as you're not under a bridge.
Or under any power line.
Ain't it awful? South Florida's choice for sports talk. OnSideRadio.com.
Join the Inter Miami family in 2021 by becoming a 2021 season ticket member. Enjoy enhanced access benefits and pricing not available to general fans. Visit intermiamicf.com/tickets for more information.
There's no need to drive around South Florida wasting valuable time looking for a new or certified pre-owned Acura. Go to the #1 volume sales dealership in the Southeast United States. Craig Zinn's Acura of Pembroke Pines. Purchase with pace and space in a dealership tailored to your needs. From home buying to providing that personal touch. Contact the 2020 Satisfaction Award winner Craig Zinn's Acura of Pembroke Pines. 888-776-5123. That's 888-776-5123. Or visit them at 15601 Pines Boulevard in Pembroke Pines.
When you need your warehouse looking good while staying efficient, there's only one place to find the finest racks in the business. Pallet Rack City in Hialeah. 305-424-8547. That's 305-424-8547. Pallet Rack City is the company you need when you want your warehouse sporting the finest racks in the business. After all, who doesn't love a great rack? Pallet Rack City. 305-424-8547. That's 305-424-8547.
Inter Miami CF fans, join us at our new home this season for all away games as we broadcast live at Dangerous Minds Brewing Company, 1901 North Federal Highway in Pompano Beach. Join Big O and Alex Dono for the live pregame, halftime, and postgame shows while we watch the games. Enjoy meticulously brewed beer on site, delicious artisanal pizzas, live music, and giveaways. So, the new home for all Inter Miami road games is at Dangerous Minds Brewing Company at the Pompano City Mall, where they'll feature all the Inter Miami games. Follow them on Twitter at Dangerous Minds B and Facebook and Instagram at Dangerous Minds Brewing, and visit them at dangerousmindsbrewing.com.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by: never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Hey, it's Big O for EJD Construction, your custom home builder, additions and home remodeling. Our lives have changed. We're making our homes more of an oasis. Call the right place. Call the right people. Eric at EJD Construction for over 16 years. A-rated member of Angie's List and the Better Business Bureau. 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
Let's get back to Miami Sports Music for the Fans. You can send Stephen D a text at 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123. Here's Stephen D and Miami Sports Music for the Fans.
What is going on? It is your boy, Stephen D. That is right. I am live here on Miami Sports Music for the Fans. I have my good friend. I'm calling you a good friend now,
Yeah,
Zach,
man.
because
We're best friends now.
We've bonded over this last hour. It's been great. Before I finish up with you, I just want to remind everybody, tomorrow morning on Miami Sports Music, we have a show called Clock Blockers. Stop Snoozing with Stephen D. That would be me. It is our morning show. And I want to remind everybody, tomorrow morning, I am having Julius Pruitt, former Miami Dolphin, as my guest tomorrow. So make sure you guys go to Miami Sports Music tomorrow, Clock Blockers, from 8:30 a.m. We're actually going to extend it. We're probably going to go to 10, maybe 10:30 tomorrow. So make sure you guys check that out. Julius Pruitt tomorrow on Miami Sports Music YouTube page. Going to be a lot of fun. Zach, man, look, it has been a pleasure having you on today. One last time for the people, where can they find all your stuff and where can they buy your merch?
Yeah, appreciate you having me first off. My only social media account for the drawings is Not the Best Drawings, at Not the Best Drawings. And from there, you can go to the bio. There's a link for Teespring, which is, t-shirts, jackets, phone cases. And I have a bunch of designs on there for you to buy. I'm also going to be doing a giveaway soon with this Don Shula sticker on the Instagram. So just go follow it.
I need that too. That needs to go
I
up there
can
too,
send
bro.
it. I have so many of these. I will send you one. Just give me your mailing address.
We'll
and,
make it happen. Don't you
yeah,
worry.
and Don Shula, I was so sad to see him go. He was a legend, so I had to draw him just to give him some sort of tribute,
Dude, shout out to Brandon. This episode has
Shout out
been
to
one of
Brandon.
the best. I like it.
Brandon's
I like
the
it.
best.
D-Dub says that young man has some talent. I'm going to hook him up with my son, who is also an artist.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.
Dude,
D-Dub.
I'm telling you, man, I hope you got some new shirts. I hope you get some new fans with this today. It's been amazing to have you on. I don't want it to be the last time. I'd love for you to come on.
Yeah, man. Anytime.
The morning show and other stuff. I talk some Dolphins football because we didn't even talk about any of that.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have your thoughts on everything.
Oh, yeah.
We could take a whole other hour.
Very
with that.
opinionated, man. I'm very opinionated about my Dolphins.
Well, bro, look, you have been absolutely
One opinion I want to give. We're winning the Super Bowl this year, man. That's all
bro,
I gotta
from
say.
your mouth to God's ears.
Yes, sir.
It's going to happen.
Yes, sir.
So that means Tua's going to be MVP this year.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
Bro, I knew I liked you.
Yeah,
I knew I
easy.
liked you. See, we're here. We're here, man.
Oh, yeah.
Look, it has been absolutely awesome to have you on today. I'm very grateful that Brandon was able to link us up. I'd love to see you do some more drawings, maybe even do some stuff for Miami Sports Music and see what we can happen with that and make that happen. You saw my logo for my morning show. I need an updated version, bro.
Okay.
So make that happen. Look, man, thank you again for coming on. You guys can find him at Not the Best Drawings on Instagram, and he's going to open up a Twitter soon because that was needed.
We'll see.
All right, man. Look, thank you for coming on, and I appreciate you doing everything that you did today, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, appreciate you, Steven. Appreciate Brandon, Alex, all y'all, and the fans out there. These guys have a great setup going on. They're very professional, and it's been a pleasure, man.
Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. You have a good one.
You too.
All right, this has been Miami Sports Music for the fans. I am super excited. What I need you guys to go do right now is, number one, hit the like button. That's the very first thing I need you to do if you haven't already done it. Next thing I need you to do, after this is over, go download the audio version. Please go do that on Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, whatever it is that you listen to your podcasts on. Go download it. That helps. That helps with everything. Please go download the podcast. And then the last thing is, I want to remind you guys, once again, tomorrow morning, I'm going to have my good friend, Julius Pruitt on. Pretty excited that he's coming on. And then tomorrow afternoon, I'm super excited because I think we're going to have a guest from Dolphins NYC to talk about Dolphins NYC and the MetLife takeover. So be on the lookout for tomorrow's show. It's going to be awesome. I love you guys. Stick around for the best fight show on the planet. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Make sure you guys do not miss that. I'm going to stay on, and I'm going to do one segment for Fight Night with Alex Dunno and James Walker. This is Miami Sports Music for the fans on OnSide Radio.
in July, another bare-knuckle battle goes down. July 16th as BYB Extreme showcases another fight card at Hard Rock Hollywood. As we get ready for another